What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Rasheeda, and right now you are checking out Female Boss Incorporated, my girl, Eminem, doing big things.
Female Boss Incorporated here with recording artist, female business owner, and reality TV star, Rasheeda. What's up, boss?
Oh, man, just working.
You doing all right? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. We've been trying to reach out to you for some time, but with the birth of your new baby and filming last season, it was a bit difficult, so we're just happy to have you on now.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all working with me. It's been crazy lately.
Yeah. And speaking of which, for those that were under a rock, you did have a new baby boy, Carter, right?
That's right.
Great. How is he? How is he doing?
He is doing amazing. He is my joy. He is growing up and getting chunky and eating his baby food and making me laugh.
How is that going back? Because you have how old is your other son?
He's 13.
13. So how's it going back to diapers from 13?
A whole lot of damn work. I was like, Lord Jesus, what was I thinking? But it's okay.
Yeah. Yes. Well, let's just dig right in because you are completely bossed up these days. You have your hand in just about everything. Yeah, I just recently visited onbossy.com, and all I could say was wow. I seen on there you have jewelry, you have clothing, shoes, cosmetics. I mean, the list goes on and on. The products are endless. And onbossy.com has actually been around for a while now. So how did you actually, get that started? How did that get put into play?
I just always had a love for accessories and clothes and stuff like that, especially accessories. And I had told myself some years ago, I was like, I need to start like a little accessory website. And I talked about it for a long time, but finally in 2011, I said, okay, let me go and stop talking and be about the action.
Yeah. So
I started on Bossy and just started off as jewelry and just totally started expanding it as time just went by. And, I always feel like accessories can top an outfit off, and it's something that I love, and I always buy them in bulk all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me just put something that I love into a business, and just started growing it and started adding the clothes and, hats and sunglasses and shoes and different things. And then I actually decided to start my own cosmetic line.
Yes, I just seen that. What is it? Poise? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's called Poise.
Oh my gosh! And that is lipsticks and eyeshadows. What all products do you guys actually offer with Poise?
Right now we have lipsticks, eyeshadows, blushes, eyeshadow palettes, and lip glosses. And we have a line of extreme lip glosses, and then a line of like cream lip glosses, and then a line of like HD sheer lip glosses. So it's totally grown and something that I really took my time with. I had a lot of people coming at me like wanting me to be the face of certain products, and I started thinking about it like, I think I want to start my own company.
Yeah.
So I decided to do that, and it's been amazing. It's been a blessing. It's going really well.
I was going to say, it seems like the makeup game is like really popping right now. I've seen a couple celebrities with lip gloss, but yours, every time I get on Instagram, I see somebody rocking a new lip gloss. So how did you actually obtain your own cosmetics line? Did you reach out to people, or were people reaching out to you to partnership? How did that actually get started?
Well, people were reaching out to me in regards to like having their own companies and saying, hey, you want to be the face of a specific gloss or a lipstick. But as I started looking around, I started just kind of having meetings with manufacturers. And I was really selective about who I wanted to work with because I wanted to actually create my own colors and do my own thing. So after a while, I was kind of shopped around. I found the company, a couple of companies actually that, allowed that flexibility. And, I created my name, my brand, got my own, tubes and all that type of stuff, and just came up with my own stuff.
Yes, that is awesome. So now you are a huge inspiration to young girls and women, which is primarily why we wanted to have you on. So for young girls out there that are wanting to start their own business and their own companies, what advice would you give them on how to get their foot in the door to actually get something popping for themselves?
It's about the drive and the dedication, and a lot of times, we want stuff, but we talk about it, we don't be about it, and, we have to practice patience in the process of doing anything.
Right.
And we also have to be diligent about researching and trying to be true to what you want to do, you know?
Yeah.
And, my main thing is, just, take your time, be focused, try to do something, of quality and do your research on it, see, the pros and the cons of things. And more than anything, I think now is the time where people are so critical and so quick to be envious and be haters and try to stop people from doing what they want to do. And a lot of times that's why people don't do certain things that they want to do, because they feel like, oh, these people are telling me it can't be done. But if you feel something in your heart and the Lord is putting that in you, go for it.
Absolutely.
Do it. And you have to sacrifice sometimes. Sometimes, even myself, I'd be like, oh, how I want to just go out of the country and chill for a couple days with no receipt. You need to work and stay focused and play later. And, and that's
tunnel vision, right? Tunnel vision.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you got to stay focused and just, really just try to focus on what you're doing and stay true to it.
Right. Now, with all of those ventures popping off, when do you find time to do the music? Are you back in the studio? What's going on with that?
I'm excited too, because I have some really amazing records. I am in the studio now working on my next album, which is untitled as of right now, because I got so much going on and I don't know which direction I want to go in as far as the title's concerned. But yes, I am. I'm juggling it all. In there working, got some great music, and I'm looking to drop something probably. The album will probably come like summer.
Okay. Now, do you feel that you have to neglect one business to do the other, or how do you find that balance to do it all?
That's exactly what you got to do. You got to find a balance.
Yeah.
Not neglect anything. You just kind of got to be like, I'm one of the type of people. I'll be like, okay, let me sit my ass down and just look at this calendar and say, okay, I'm going to start here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And that's kind of like how I got to do myself. It's like put down the schedule, try to put everything together, make sure you got a babysitter, then you got to film, because we're filming for season 3 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta as well. So I'm filming television and trying to, and being mom and running these businesses and working on an album and trying to fit it all in. But you just got to do what you got to do and be that type of person who hustles.
Yeah, like a boss.
That's right.
Like a boss. So now on Love and Hip Hop last season, you kind of touched on females in the industry and how hard it is for labels to position you out there, how you want to be seen. And that's really why we started Female Boss Incorporated. Even though, you don't see females being nominated a lot of females being nominated on these award shows and, on the big screen, there are thousands of women state to state that are rappers and singers that are talented, you know what I mean? And just don't have that platform to actually showcase their talent. So that's what Female Boss Incorporated does. But for your experience in the industry and females wanting to get into the industry, what do you think is more feasible and they have a bigger rate of success in being independent or trying to get signed on with the label? Like, what are the pros and cons of the two?
I can't answer that for nobody, because what's for them is for them. If it's meant to be independent, then definitely go that route. If you have a major situation that you feel as though it's beneficial for you, then go that route.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, all I can say is, this is a real unforgiving, ratchet ass, full of bull business a lot of times.
Right.
And, you just got to kind of try to get in where you fit in without compromising yourself and being able to be the artist that you want to be, because a lot of times the first thing people want to do is they want to rip you apart, and it's not a good feeling, it's not a good thing, and you got to be a certain kind of person to even know if you can even handle everything that comes along with this music industry.
Right.
And at the end of the day, for me, I've been through major label situations, and I just felt like they wanted me to be something that I wasn't. It was always, kind of getting you to do things you didn't want to do, moving only to the beat of their drum, and I just felt like, no, that's not what I wanted to be about.
Yeah.
And I always let people know that you can be successful and not be a super mainstream artist. It's a lot of success in being an independent artist, being an artist who was underground like myself and able to sell and have a platinum single and different things like that and live your life. And it's just like, it kind of depends on what route you want to take, but at the end of the day, you got to grind hard. You got to grind harder than the guys when it comes to the females.
Right.
You got to make sure you don't play yourself in the process, and it's a lot to it.
Yeah. Now, ATL seems to be the music hub. It seems like, I don't know, over the last couple of years, all of the major, or a lot of major artists that have come from Atlanta. So are there any upcoming female artists that are coming out that you're working with, or anybody that, you know, that you're actually promoting at this time?
Not females, no.
No?
I mean, and the thing about it is, I think we have a problem with consistency as females.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, with the, you know, it's like you jumping out there doing it, but you're not staying consistent with it because, you know, we have other things that kind of steer our attention. You know, a lot of times we are like moms and, you know, even young moms. A lot of female rappers, you know, that are younger are moms as well. And,
right.
you know, we don't understand that all the time drive and hustle it takes, and you know, it's not a lot of times for some artists it's not paying the bills like it needs to, and they have to divide their time into something else.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's what gets us caught up. But as far as females, not really any right now. I haven't heard any independent female music at all.
Okay, well, now, I know that you said you're busy and you're filming, but of course we can't let you go without just touching on a brief piece of last season on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. For those, I'm going to say, first off, I feel like you had what I'm going to call female boss nation behind you. I mean, you had the whole, every female that I knew was rocking with you and defending you, you know, based on the actions with your husband. For those that may not know, your husband and manager, Kirk, we found to be a little bit inappropriate on TV with a couple of we won't call them, we'll say ladies on TV. And social media, TV, everybody went crazy. Me myself, I was ready to jump through the TV and put paws on it myself, as y'all say in Atlanta. But
Right.
we feel like you handled yourself in such a boss manner, like the ultimate female boss. And I think most females were riding with you, you know, and holding you down, because women deal with that on a daily basis. You know what I mean?
All the time.
Yeah. How were you able to actually overcome that situation, you know, and get past it if you have?
You have to. I don't give a damn what you're dealt. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with, a lot of people don't understand, when you're dealing with a relationship, a marriage, a committed relationship, or a relationship of years and years and years and years, you know, bumps happen. You know, a lot of different things happen. Everything ain't always gonna be good. And when the bad stuff happens, you know, it kind of becomes, you know, it can somewhat become a test of, okay, are we gonna make it past this? Are we not gonna make it past it? You know, how can I trust you again? But I think that's all just a part of life and relationships. And every person I bump into, people I talk to, they all have been through so many different things on so many different levels and could relate, because a lot of people try to, like, act like, you know, they don't have them problems.
Right.
And they had that shit 10 times worse than
Yeah.
what you've even seen happen with me. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, you have to know in your heart what you want to do. It's between me and the Lord what happens with my family and my relationship. It's not about what nobody else is going to tweet or Instagram about, or how they feel, especially people who ain't never been in no damn relationship at all.
Right.
Who's sitting behind the TV like, girl, ain't no way I would have did this and this and her. And 9 times out of 10, girl, you done been through worse than that.
Doing it right now.
No damn body. You know what I'm saying?
In the same situation as they're typing. Yes.
Exactly. And not defending any wrongdoings that people do, because wrongdoings come from both sides of the table, male and female.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I'm still dealing with my issues, and what you do is you do what's best for you. And that's what I've done. What I'm doing. I'm doing what's best for me. I'm taking my time. I have a family. I have a new child, and I have a lot of things going on. And, you know, Kirk and I have a lot of years together, and we have a friendship, and we have a family. And, you know, sometimes, you know, stuff get raggedy, and sometimes you got to step back and look at things from a different view, and then go back in and see if it can be fixed or healed, or if it can't be. And
Right.
that's just it.
Absolutely. Well, we admire you for that. You know, personally, I thought you handled yourself like the ultimate boss, and so we admire you for that. Now, we know you are filming. Just give us a inside scoop. You're filming. Will we see you filming with Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that'll continue. All right, you heard it here first. Now, if they want to reach out to you on or follow you on Instagram, Twitter, where can they find you besides I'mBossy.com, which is popping?
Yes, imbosser.com. Of course, it's imbossy.com. Or follow me on Instagram. I'm at Rasheeda, DADADOSS chick, at Rasheeda, the boss chick. And on Twitter, I am at Rasheeda. So it's real easy and simple. So follow me, and you'll be updated on what the hell is going on in Rasheeda's world.
Alrighty. Well, Rasheeda, we thank you for calling in to Female Boss Incorporated and giving the listeners your guide to how to become the ultimate female boss, and how you're doing it with your success. So we'll definitely be watching you this season, and we wish you the best.
Thank you. Same to you guys.
Thank you.